This episode is brought to you by Energy Outreach Colorado. Energy Outreach Colorado is a statewide nonprofit helping income-qualified Coloradans pay their energy bills. They support hardworking families facing tough choices between paying utilities and buying essentials like food. Programs range from utility bill assistance to emergency furnace repair to community solar and energy efficiency work. Learn how Energy Outreach Colorado is creating affordable energy solutions for Coloradans at energyoutreach.org. That's energyoutreach.org. Hey Denver, Bree here. At the end of today's episode, I've got a sponsored interview with Energy Outreach Colorado. Andy Kaler, VP of Building Programs, is going to tell me about how hotter summers and rising electricity costs are pushing Colorado families to the breaking point and how you can help right now. Brought to you by Energy Outreach Colorado. Welcome to CityCast Denver. I'm Bree Davies, and here's what Denver's talking about. We're facing another hot summer season, and the temps are already rising. So other than blasting the AC and potentially running up your energy bills in the process, how else can Denverites keep cool? We're revisiting a conversation I had with the whole CityCast Denver team and rounding up some creative and innovative ways to beat the heat all summer long. Producer Paul Caroli, hello.
Hey, Bree, good morning.
And producer Olivia Jewel Love, hi.
Hi, Bree.
And of course, newsletter editor Peyton Garcia, hi.
Hey, Bree.
So we are all here to talk about how hot it is, because if there's anything people in Colorado love to do, it's talk about the weather. But we're finally hitting, it's like the legit thing we talk about all the time. But we're hitting that late summer stride of total bananas temperatures. It's been pretty cool the last couple of months in a surprising way. So I think as these temperatures are hitting the 90s, I think we're going to freak out even more about how to deal with it. Do you guys agree?
100%.
Yes.
I looked at the forecast. We are only at the beginning of this thing.
So that's why we're here. We want to figure out, or we want to share with our listeners some ways that we've come up with to keep cool. So maybe you don't have air conditioning in your house, or maybe, I don't know, you're like me and your swamp cooler's like really not cutting it. But also sometimes it's just nice to get out of the house, but it's really hard to do when it's 1,000,000 degrees outside. So we've come up with two different categories of places or things you can go to or do to stay cool. Our first category is how to stay cool for cheap and or free. Paul, do you want to start us off with your idea?
I'd be happy to. So mine is a little bit of a journey, because my actual answer is chuck a folding camping chair in the Cherry Creek and put your Crocs on, and then just go hang out in the shade in the water and wait around, which is magnificent on a hot day. However, there's green algae in the Cherry Creek Reservoir, so, enjoy the creek at your own risk. But unfortunately, when I saw that...
Hold on, Paul. Wait, before we go, before we get into that, I just wanted to acknowledge how Colorado you just sounded.
I know. I wanted to say that too.
Thank you, Peyton.
Yeah?
Crocs. Yeah, you were like, you just said it so nonchalantly. You were like, put on your Crocs, get in the river. You've come so far, Paul.
I have become one of you.
All you needed to say was grab your craft beer.
Oh, man. Or your joint, whatever your jam is.
Get your IPA.
So just congratulations, Paul. You've made it. You've arrived.
Thank you.
But back to your actual suggestion for keeping cool for cheap and or free.
Yeah, so there's one place that you're going to have to book ahead for next year. This is a think ahead thing. The National Science Foundation Ice Core Facility. This is in Lakewood. It's like a laboratory for ice. They get ice core samples from all over the world, and it's like a giant freezer. And you can go walk in there and see all the science and talk to all the scientists wearing their parkas, and it looks really cool. They require months to book a tour ahead of time. So I am recommending the Colorado Ice Works, which is a company based in Englewood that supplies custom cut ice for cocktail bars and large cut custom ice for ice sculptors.
I guess you never think about where those come from, right? I've seen those ice sculpture competitions. That ice is not naturally grown in the environment. Someone makes it.
No one's climbing a mountain to hack that off of a glacier or anything.
My freezer's not big enough for that.
Well, the freezer they got down in Englewood is a 20-degree, 1,600 square foot freezer. They don't have any retail space. I talked to someone on the phone. They said they'd be happy to give you a tour. Maybe you can see a demo, watch someone do some ice sculpting. But honestly, this just sounds really cool. This is where they make that like crystal clear ice for like fancy cocktails like L5 and Tavernetta and Death & Co. According to 5280, all get their ice from Colorado Ice Works.
Oh, so these are like, they make the ice that like goes in fancy drinks.
Yeah.
Is
like
what
the
you're saying.
spheres and the cubes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
The more you
that's
know.
cool. Okay, I love it.
Yeah, go have an ice adventure.
Olivia, you're next. What's your free and or cheap way to cool off?
All right, guys, hop in the Subaru Outback. We're going to IKEA.
Ooh,
That's a good one, Olivia.
No.
that is a good one.
So
I have to push back. No, but go
All
ahead.
right, you
Give me
haven't
your-
even heard what we're
Sorry.
doing at IKEA
State
yet.
What are we doing at
State your
IKEA,
case.
Olivia?
We're going on an IKEA scavenger hunt.
Oh.
So I found a million of these, which I think is super funny, and I love it. And all ages. So you just pull up your friendly Pinterest board and search scavenger hunt, IKEA scavenger hunt, and then you can find all these lovely lists, or you can make your own. So taking pictures of different stuffed animals, finding something with the funniest name, finding 6 of the same colored object, just like as far as your imagination will go. And just that is a day to spend in IKEA, because you don't even have to spend money when you go in IKEA. You can just hang out in there all day, eat lunch in there. Have you had IKEA lunch?
Have a nap on your bed of choice.
Yeah.
Hit up those massage chairs.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, who's going to notice you in there all day? You can
That's a
blend
good
in.
point.
Just look Scandinavian.
Well, Paul, that would be you. Paul, go right ahead.
I would enjoy a day at IKEA, an intentionally
Yeah.
nothing day at IKEA.
Yes, just spend the time. It's cold in there. You know, they've got it cranked up.
Can I send one of you guys to do my IKEA return then? Because I can't bring myself to go back in that place. I can't stand it.
Wow.
We'll talk off mic.
I love having a purpose. I think this is the genius of your idea, Olivia. You go in with a purpose.
Seriously, get your iced drink or go pick up something at the IKEA food hall and then go walk around and find all your silly tasks on your scavenger hunt.
We'll share Olivia's favorite IKEA scavenger hunt Pinterest board in our show notes if you want to know which one she goes with. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have some more ways to cool off in this bananas hot weather. Peyton, what about you?
Yeah, okay, so my free/cheap option. So it's free that you don't have to buy anything, but it does require gas money.
That's
so
okay.
It's a little bit of a cheat in that way. But my answer when it's really hot and I'm trying to get out of the heat and I don't want to be running my AC all day, I hop in the car and I head up to the mountains. I head to the Big Thompson and I just find a nice little pull off spot. It's a great place to fish if you're a fisher. We string up the hammock, we sit in the trees. It's just the elevation makes it just a little cooler and you're in the shade and you can be up there all day long. And if driving is not accessible to you, check out the Bustang Pegasus shuttle. That'll
Good
take
call.
you up. Yeah, it's like $20 and it takes you up from Denver to a variety of mountain towns. It doesn't have to be the Big Thompson, which is, by the way, near Estes Park. Just saying. If you want to swing by Estes, grab some lunch, go into the shops. Just get out, go into the mountains.
Love it, Peyton. We're so on the same wavelength. Feet in the creek. That is the way to
Yeah.
beat the heat for free in Colorado.
Pack a book,
Yeah.
pack a hammock. It really is.
Brie, I think that means it's your turn.
It is. It is my turn. And originally, I was gonna say go to the mall, but that's like an obvious one. Who doesn't know you go to the mall to cool off? So my other idea is there are a ton of free days. This episode is brought to you by the Central City Opera. The 94th Central City Opera Festival opens June 27th. Since 1932, Central City Opera has been one of Colorado's favorite arts traditions, bringing world-class talent to an 1878 opera house just 1 hour west of Denver. This summer, Central City Opera is celebrating Colorado's 150th anniversary and 250 years of American independence with an anniversary all their own, the 70th anniversary of their world premiere of The Ballad of Baby Doe. The show tells the scandalous historical love story of Silver Baron Horace Tabor, who has left his wife Augusta for Baby Doe, which rocked Denver society and remains a staple of Colorado history. Oh my God, I'm obsessed with Baby Doe. I want to see this show so bad. I know it's a scandalous story because Augusta Tabor doesn't get the credit she deserved for being a very cool lady. But there's something intriguing about Baby Doe. If you've ever seen pictures of her, she's gorgeous. And there's a reason there was a mining-themed restaurant named after her in Denver, because we love Baby Doe. Other shows this summer include The Marriage of Figaro, Masterclass, CCO in Concert, and so much more. Tickets start at $32 and seats are going fast, so don't miss out. The festival runs June 27th through August 2nd. Visit centralcityopera.org to learn more. At museums around the city, pretty much every month you can find one. So it takes a little bit of planning, kind of like Paul's, but the first Saturday of every month at MCA Denver is just a penny. The next free day at Clifford Still is this coming weekend. The Dam has one coming up on my birthday, September 9th. And Museo de las Americas is free every first Friday. So I also think this is sometimes I have a hard time getting out of the house, even though there's an exhibit I really want to see really bad. So let this be your motivator. Grab one of those free days and go check out one of the museums, enjoy our art. And honestly, those places have to be cool because you have to keep art at a certain temperature. So
yeah, those places are always cold. And I think just like with Olivia's, I think that's such a good pick, Brie, because it's an activity that will take you several hours.
Yeah. You have to kill some time. And there's a lot of...
Bree's birthday bash at the museum.
There's a lot of options. And we're back and we're talking about ways to cool off in Colorado. We just went through our free ways or cheap ways to do it. And this category is literally, I will spend any money to cool off. I won't think money is no object. How do I cool off in and around Denver? Olivia, do you want to start this one?
Yeah. So I'm going tubing in Golden. I will pay any price for the tube that they are going to gig me for. I'm going to have to pay, some silly price to rent a tube. I don't care. I'm paying for it. I'm going to float down the river, but I'm going to buy a super expensive lunch, probably at the Golden Mill or somewhere over there by the river. I'm going to do the dumb pour your own beer thing where it's mostly foam and I spend $30 on half a glass of beer, but it's very novel and I'm so hot that I don't care. I will pay whatever they want because they have the misting fans in that place and I will pay because I am desperate.
I love it.
So I will pay what they want.
Me too.
Yes, it's amazing, especially after you've been tubing. Perfect. And then they've got the ice cream stand. At that point, if I've had a couple beers, I want a lot of ice cream. So I don't care what they're asking. I will buy the triple scoop.
You will
I will do it. So any add-on. And then, if it's been a long day and I'm sunburned, maybe I'll stop in one of those tourist shops and buy a new t-shirt because my shoulders hurt and I can't even think about going home in my crusty swimsuit. I'm like, no, I'll buy a new t-shirt. Today is about me. Today is about beating the heat. And today is about luxury. So I will pay the price that Golden asks me to.
I don't know if you guys
this.
have an answer to this. Maybe you do, Olivia. Are there special shoes for the river that are expensive?
Oh, definitely.
Crocs.
Nah, because Crocs fall off your feet and then they float away.
No, you put them in sport mode, ma'am.
Okay, now you sound like my husband. Yeah, you get Chacos or Tevas.
Ah.
I have always done it. I've always done it in my Crocs with my Crocs in sport mode. Just if you've got any gibbets, take them off. You don't want to lose those guys. And yeah, I haven't had a problem.
Okay. I was just thinking of other ways you could spend money to enjoy the river.
How can we make this day more expensive?
You could buy yourself, how about you buy yourself a new pair of Crocs just for the river?
There
I
you
love
go.
Match your swimsuit, match your friends. Get a pair, like get friends matching Crocs for your day on the river.
I could get into that.
I would do it. I would 100% do it. I did it on a trip to New York with my two best friends. We went to the damn Crocs HQ and we bought Crocs. So it's not beneath me.
I love it.
So we're going to Golden and we'll give them everything. And we won't be sad about it.
You were gonna go You were gonna go enhance the economy of Golden.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty. Well, Peyton, how would you cool off if money was no object?
Oh yeah, my bougie beat the heat recommendation. I'm going in for a triple feature at a AMC theater. The bougiest of AMC theaters.
Are you gonna camp
Love
there?
it. Love it.
3
Yeah.
movies?
Yeah, you're going back to back to back. That's like it's like 10 hours to kill in a movie theater. They're always way too cold. You pack your blankie. You got the cushy seats that recline. Some of them vibrate. I want it to be so cold that I have to turn on the butt heaters. Plus
Wait,
you've
they
got
have butt heaters?
yeah, at the super fancy AMC. And then you've got full access to the snacks and the beverages. And I mean, I love going to the movies. And if I had all the money, I would just spend the
Yeah.
entire day there. If I had
This
all the
is
money and no
opulence.
responsibility.
Yeah. I appreciate that you're leaning into the ridiculousness about movie theaters, which is everything costs a gazillion dollars.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
why
Yeah.
not?
So
Drop-
is this going to be like Barbenheimer Paddington 3 or something? Or what's your
Barbenheimerton?
triple feat?
Oh God, I don't know. I have a newborn
Barbara-
now, so we don't go to the movies. I couldn't tell you what's new right now. But I did want to share that I was looking at movie theaters and I found this piece in the Denver Post from John Wenzel, and he rounded up all the different most theaters in Denver and what makes them awesome. So like the Denver's comfiest movie theater, Denver's prettiest movie theater, Denver's like most historical movie theater, best parking, best menu and service. So it was a really cool little read. So if you want to post up in a movie theater all day, check out your options. I recommend an AMC branch where you have to spend $24 for a ticket.
Okay, Paul, if you could spend any amount of money, how would you cool off?
So, Bree, you mentioned earlier a phrase that if you grew up here, you just like didn't mean anything to you because it just went past and it was second nature. Swamp cooler. But for people
Yes.
like me who moved here, who are transplants, maybe from somewhere that's less arid, a more humid climate, you're used to turning on the ceiling fan to cool down. That doesn't really work here. So what you need to do is you need to get one of those swamp coolers that pumps water into a fan. And I recommend the Hessair MC18M portable evaporative cooling fan. But yeah, swamp cooler is like an essential purchase for the hot times in Colorado if you don't have AC. And enjoy. Just get one, enjoy it. This model's great because it has a little hookup for your hose. So you don't have to like lug water back and forth. You can just connect it right to your hose line, flip it on, lie down in your couch and just sit there all day, enjoy the cool air.
I like that perk. I remember my mom used to make me and my siblings fill the swamp cooler when it ran out, and we would have to fill up like a pitcher, and I'd be sloshing water all over the carpet as I tried to get it up so I could tip it in. And of course, it took like 6 pitcherfuls, so I had to fond memories.
Peyton, you know what? I just want to ask you something really quick because you grew up here too. I recall growing up, like no one had air conditioning. Like you literally did go to the mall to have air conditioning because no one I knew had it because I don't know if it just didn't get that hot or.
Yeah, that's a good question. I guess I never really thought of it. I feel like most people I knew also had swamp coolers.
Yeah.
That was just that's what we did. Ours was huge. It was huge. And then you would fill it up and you'd stand right in front of it. And it was.
See, yeah, this is such a foreign concept to me. I come from the
Really?
humid lands. I mean, we had central AC, but we also had a little something called the attic fan. So
All right, I think, Bree, it's your turn. You got to bring us home. Your most opulent way to beat the heat in Denver.
So one of my favorite things about staying in a hotel is cranking up the AC, climbing under the blankets, and watching TV. And I was like, you don't often get to do that when you're in your home state. Why would you be staying at a hotel, right? Unless you're going up to the mountains or something. But I thought, okay, if I'm going to do this, if I'm going to go stay in a hotel for one night in Colorado, I'm going to go like all out. And so I am recommending the Great Wolf Lodge in Colorado Springs. Most famously, I would say it has an indoor water park, but it also has a putt-putt course, ropes course, an arcade. To me, it's one of those places that I bet is so air conditioned you have to wear a hoodie inside, which is like
You would
my
bet
ideal.
correctly. You would bet correctly. To make one, they need to make one in Denver. I think they should bring one out. I'm proposing by the airport because then you come in.
They have one kind of, except for it's out. Gaylord of the Rockies, that giant hotel has a water park too, but it's
I want
outdoors.
name brand.
So
I want name brand Great Wolf Lodge. I'm not compromising for my opulent day.
okay, well this is our call then to Great Wolf Lodge. Please build one in Denver.
Please build one for me and give me a VIP pass forever.
I think that rounds us out. We've got 8 good recommendations for beating the heat. But we want to hear from you. How do you cool off when Denver gets crazy hot? You can call the Beat the Heat hotline at 720-500-5418. Leave us a voicemail with your name, neighborhood, and your idea, and you might hear it here on the show. This is so great. I feel like I'm walking away with so many good ideas.
I feel the same way. I just want to wish everyone the best of luck here. You know, it's going to get really hot. We need to come together and make this the coolest August we can.
See y'all at IKEA.
Thank you, Paul, Olivia, and Peyton. I will see you at IKEA. Apparently.
Thanks, Bree.
Hey, Bree here with Andy Kaler, VP of Building Programs at Energy Outreach Colorado. Andy, welcome to CityCast Denver.
Thank you, Bree. Appreciate it.
Tell us about Energy Outreach Colorado. Like, who does the organization serve, and what does support from you all actually look like?
Energy Outreach Colorado, or EOC, which is a statewide nonprofit, and we're focused on ensuring that all Coloradans can afford the energy they need to live safely and comfortably in their homes. We serve income-qualified households across the entire state of Colorado. That includes seniors on fixed incomes, working families, individuals with disabilities, and many households that are doing everything that they can, but are still finding it difficult to keep pace with the rising utility costs that we're seeing in the state. In terms of programs or support, I think most people know EOC for helping families pay past due energy bills.
Sure.
Trying to avoid disconnection. We now offer other programs that can help folks, like repairing and replacing broken heating systems, connecting households to community solar garden programs. We also have energy efficiency programs that lower monthly bills and enhance comfort for our participants by going into homes and making improvements. And we also offer programs for commercial spaces, like affordable housing communities and nonprofit facilities that serve low-income participants.
We're heading into what's forecast to be a hotter than normal summer. I wonder, how would this impact a family in Colorado that's, again, maybe already struggling to pay their energy bills?
Air conditioning is now becoming a health and safety necessity in Colorado. The unfortunate challenge in this scenario is that cooling a home relies on the use of electricity or energy, and electricity costs have continued to increase. So as temperatures rise and families either add cooling because they didn't have cooling in the past, or run their air conditioning more often, monthly utility bills are increasing significantly. And the biggest impact that we see is that many households are forced to make trade-offs in this situation. And this is a common theme in the affordability landscape, but they may delay paying other bills, reduce spending on groceries, postpone medical expenses, or fall behind in rent in order to keep the lights on and maintain that safe indoor temperature.
And you kind of alluded to this. This is sort of a newer problem for Colorado, where we're dealing with things in the summer months that we haven't before. But it makes me think about, like, compared to our colder fall and winter times of the year, there are already programs like LEAP that are here to help. But I understand there's like a pretty significant gap here in energy assistance when we get into these warmer months. Can you explain what happens when programs like LEAP shut down for the summer?
Programs like LEAP, like you identified, provide critical assistance. And during that October to April range, please apply if you qualify. They're great programs. But when a seasonal program ends like LEAP, many families are left with very few options, even though their energy needs don't go away. So for some households, summer is becoming just as financially stressful as winter. And that's how we see it. But as temperatures rise, electricity usage rises with it, especially for households that are relying more and more on air conditioning to stay in their home. And that's where Energy Outreach Colorado often fills an important gap. We operate year-round and can provide assistance when families face energy emergencies outside of that traditional heating season. And what we frequently hear from families and the agencies that we work with is that energy costs and the burdens they put on households really aren't seasonal anymore in Colorado. Households are experiencing affordability challenges throughout the entire year. So as Colorado experiences more extreme weather events, whether that's heat waves in the summer or cold snaps in the winter, that year-round need is becoming more and more apparent.
Something else we have to talk about, like you were talking about extreme weather events, is Colorado also deals with wildfires and wildfire smoke every summer now. I wonder how that compounds things for families who might otherwise just say, try to open a window to stay cool.
Wildfires are absolutely becoming more and more prevalent in the West. They're a major challenge that really exacerbates the issue that we're discussing. Wildfire smoke creates a really difficult situation in that it takes away one of the most affordable ways people have traditionally cooled their homes in Colorado, which you identified, which is opening the windows at night. Historically, families just have done that using fans, bringing cooler Colorado air into the home. But when smoke levels are high, opening windows is really not an option. At Energy Outreach Colorado, we're increasingly thinking about energy and energy affordability and that connectivity to public health. And so when a family can afford to cool their home during a heat wave or keep their windows closed during a smoke event, that becomes more than just an energy issue. It becomes really a health and safety issue.
Well, Andy, thank you so much for being here.
Well, I appreciate you having me, Bree. Thank you so much.
If you want to help keep Colorado families safe, cool, and connected this summer, head to energyoutreach.org to donate. Your contribution goes directly towards bill payment assistance for income-qualified families across the state who are at risk of losing power. Thanks for listening to CityCast Denver. That's all for today here on CityCast Denver. If you enjoyed this show, why not take a minute to tell your friend who needs a swamp cooler about us? Rate the show wherever you get your podcasts, follow us on Instagram and TikTok, and subscribe to our morning newsletter at denver.citycast.fm. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more news from around the city. See ya. It's so hot, I might go to Waterworld. Just kidding. I'm not going to Waterworld. Pirates Cove for life now. I'm a Pirates Cove guy. You heard it here first.